Get ready to talk crazy weather, fabulous storms, and all the joy that brings. Another Thursday morning. Dress to the desk principles have been applied. As we get ready, the Thursday morning live stream. Get events online, that's what we're talking about. All right. Not long to go now, getting rid of this final countdown. Just giving you time to get your coffee and your tea and your whatever beverage you need as we talk all things about getting events online. Welcome to another episode of the Get Events Online live stream. Thrilled to have you here. I wanted to talk to you about crises and emergencies and weather because last night, oh my lorks lordy, got to be honest, as I'm speaking to you now, still very windy outside. Thousands of houses lost power here in Melbourne last night. So I wanted to talk about what are some of the lessons from what happened that we can apply to hybrid and online meetings. But before I get too carried away, there's a few of you who are thinking, who the heck are you to be talking to me? Well, why not tell you who I am? My name is Warwick Merry. I am a triple certified speaking professional and virtual presenter. So pleased for you to be here. Hey, if you are into the virtual events and online events, or just events in general, and you think some of your colleagues might appreciate what we're talking about, feel free to share this around. Tag them, share it, wherever you're watching. It's a broadcast all over the internet. Ta-da! All right. So last night at 10:30 p.m. Melbourne time, I had an online appointment with a new client over in Canada. Downtown lovely Toronto, fabulous place. And I was a bit concerned because I'd been running a session earlier and the internet was dropping in and out, the lights were flashing, the wind was howling. Like the house is making sounds houses are not supposed to make. So how do you deal with that? Like this happens at the drop of a hat. There's so much stuff that goes awry. So how do you deal with this? Well, it's a difference if you're a producer versus a speaker versus a delegate, but there's a few key principles I thought you might want to just consider. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. That's up to you, but a few things you want to consider. All right, let's talk about a UPS, an uninterruptible power supply. Hey, Uber, thanks for joining us. An uninterruptible power supply. Now, some people don't understand what they are. Basically what it is, it's a unit that sits at your workstation, under your desk, wherever it is. And when the power goes out, it automatically kicks in. Great idea. Don't expect it to do too much. Typically, there's enough power there to allow you to run for about 5 or 10 minutes and then shut things down safely. Don't be expecting your UPS to be able to just continue to run everything. Thanks very much. That's not going to work. So don't expect too much. Some UPSs also just like to send you a beep about every 20 minutes just to let you know everything's good, which is a bit useless if you ask me. So just if you are looking for a UPS, that's something you might want to consider. Again, you've got to depend on what you're doing as to whether or not, do I really need this? I've got to be honest, if you're running off a laptop, you don't, because your laptop's got the battery power, so it'll run that kind of stuff. But if, like me, you've got 3 screens, big camera, a couple of other bits of tech that are all powered in, it might be something to be considered. Let me be completely upfront. I don't have one. And I'll tell you why shortly. The other thing you can do is get a generator. I know some people have bought generators just in case the power goes out and I'm going to crank up that generator and away we go. And that'll give you power. Fantastic. It'll give you, just make sure your power rating's enough to power everything. But for technology, that's pretty good. Generators are noisy, so make sure if you're cranking it up, it's way outside. But here's the thing. You might go, great, I've got on my computer running. That's all fantastic. That's all good. And the internet's down. And the internet's down not because the power to your modem's down, because, you've got your generator or your UPS or whatever it is that's going to give you enough power to just keep it chucking along a little bit. But your internet's down because the telecommunication hub that's not getting the power is a little bit down. So what you may want to consider is the classical 4G or 5G, just your old mobile phone. You can hook up to that. That'll help run your internet for you. I know, even as we speak right now, I have my computer hooked up to my phone because I know that if the power goes out or the internet goes out, as is wont to happen here in Australia, our NBN, that's a good investment. If that goes down, it'll just automatically switch across to my phone. And so the 4G, I'm only on 4G here, will run more than enough up and down speed for my internet, which is very exciting. And I like it when it does it. I have had to tweak some settings to make sure that if the Ethernet is connected, that is always the priority, because for whatever reason, it kept going back to my phone. But it's just good to have that as a backup. And as I say, I have it now. The other thing is, when it was super noisy last night, I was really concerned that the person I was speaking to, that she could hear all the wind and the blowing, but she assured me she couldn't. And part of that is, in this room, I've got bits of soundproofing just to make the sound better. And I just happen to be positioned on the side of the house with a couple of trees in front, so it is a bit of a windbreak. So just look at how you can windbreak. Hey, thanks, Ailsa. Appreciate you jumping on, giving us a chat. And then finally, and what I actually ended up doing last night is I just wasn't confident in everything. So all I did was I just used my phone. I cranked open Zoom on my phone. I had it set up just sort of holding in front of me, had the whole conversation on my phone. And it just worked. It was nice and simple. I knew I had power. I knew I had internet because I was just running it off the 4G if the Wi-Fi dropped out. It just worked. And I was very happy with that. But here's the thing. I think the thing that made the biggest difference is about a minute before I jumped online, I quickly sent her an email, said, look, we got really bad storms going on here. Just be aware that the internet could be a bit flaky. So when she came on, she was just very understanding and everything was good. So if you're presenting at a big event, if you're streaming in, if you're part of a hybrid, if you've got issues going on, let the techs know up front, because that way they'll be able to deal with whatever's going to happen, have a backup ready. The other thing you may choose to do is, if you're a speaker, is pre-record. If you do a pre-record and have it for them as a backup, they will love you, because all they got to do is just go, oh yeah, play, click, and here we go. And it can be just as effective and you still have a presence. So, for those of you without power who are not watching this, I'm really sorry that the internet has really dragged on, because apparently there are still some houses without power. So hopefully once you get back online, you watch this, you'll go, oh, that's what I should have done, plus not live where the trees are. But it is that, what do they say, an ounce of preparation prevents a ton of pain? They don't say that. I think they should. I also, that one's for you, babe. That's if an ounce of preparation prevents a ton of pain. And Uwe, I don't know what it is in German, but I'm sure you'll be able to work that out. I'm just trying to think of the German word for bacon, because it's Fleisch and Speck. Flesh and Speck. I think that's what it is. I think that memory serves me, because I'm a big fan of that. And my lovely friend Uwe is a big fan of making all delightful products. I've sidetracked myself. Okay, so when you are looking to presenting online and hybrid, what's your backup? What are you going to do if things go south during your presentation, to make sure you got it all set up beforehand? Could be a UPS, could be something else. So, just look at what are you going to do to help set you up. Oh, so Uwe has come to the rescue. It is Speck for bacon, but there's grief bacon. That's what's the word I was thinking of. I'll get back to you on that one, because it's a great term. Flesh and Speck, I think it is, but I could be wrong. All right, that's it. I've had enough now. We've talked, you've listened, and I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Hey, let people know if you need, I'm breaking up. Oh, my lords, lordy. So look, if you need a few different ideas to help you get online, here, check this out. onlinepresenterpro.com/get7keys. I've got a whole, it's a video, there's PDFs, it's all free. Check it out. You'll be loving it. It's good. Alrighty. Hey, thanks for being here. My name's Warwick Merry. I am the online and hybrid events dude, for want of a more technical term. It's been an absolute joy. I'm just going to do my happy dance as the live stream takes a little while to wrap up on your service, wherever you're watching. I look forward to your company next time. Every 9 a.m. Thursday, Melbourne time. I'll be here. Alrighty. Thank you. Enjoy. Stay safe. Stay warm. Party on.